So let's now learn how to draw a rectangle on an image. So I'm going to create a new function here, and I'm going to name it draw rectangle, 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 and this function is going to draw, obviously, is going to draw a rectangle on the image. So first of all, and as usual, we need to open the image. Let's work on the palms image. So I'm going to copy this line, and then I'm going to paste it here. And then we need, in order to draw a rectangle on an image, first it's better to copy the image itself. So I'm going to copy the image by just using the palms underscore image and then dot copy. And then I'm going to store the copied image in a new variable called palms underscore copied. And then I'm going to work on the copied image instead of the image itself. So I'm going to here use that copied image, palms underscore copied. And in order to draw a rectangle on that image, what we need to do is that we need to import a class called image draw. This is very important because by using the image draw, you will be able to draw a rectangle on that image. So at the top here, we need to import the image draw class. And then in order to draw the rectangle, we need to use that image draw class, image draw, and then we need to call the draw function or method draw. And then what we need to pass is that we need to pass the copied image, this image, the palms copied. And then this is the most important part, which is drawing the rectangle. How can we draw the rectangle? We just need to call the rectangle function or method, rectangle. So this rectangle function takes two parameters. The first parameter is the coordinates. Where exactly do we want to draw that rectangle? And the second parameter is if the if we want that rectangle to be filled with a specific color or not. So let's here pass the coordinates. Where do we want to draw that rectangle? So this is going to take four numbers. The first one is the width, so the width of the rectangle. So let's say we want the width to be 100, and then comma, and then the height of the rectangle, let's say also 100, and then also the left and the top. So the left here, the left, comma, and then the left, let's say 30, and the top 10. And I'm going to be explaining this after we run our script because it's going to be much easier to be explained on the image itself. And then the second parameter is the color. If you want to fill that rectangle with a specific color, so you can pass here the color, let's say just a random color, 6, 60, 87, and 90, just a random number. I don't know what this number is, but just this is just a random color. And then we can show that that image. So I'm going to say here palms copied and then dot show. And of course you can save that palms copied in a folder, but just for now let's just show that and display that that new image. So let me here call the draw rectangle function and let me run our script and see what's going to happen. So as you can see now, we have here a rectangle on the upper left side of the image. And why has it been displayed or drawn on this area, or this particular area? Because remember here we have passed 100 and 100. The first 100 is the width, and the second 100 is the height. And then we have 30 and 10. The 30 is the distance from the left. So the distance from the left is 30, and the distance from the top is just 10. Let's increase this 100 to be 200 and see what's going to happen. So if I run our script one more time, it's going to display. As you can see, the rectangle height is much larger, and you can even here change this to be let's say 200 as well. If you run this script, it's going to draw the rectangle in a different way. As you can see, it's now 200, 200, 200. The distance is 30 and 10. Let's increase the distance from the left. Let's say instead of 30, I'm going to say 80. And from top, I'm going to say 100. Or let's say 90. And save and run our script. And you will see that the position will be different. As you can see, the position from the top is 90, and from left is different, and from left is 80, and it's 200, 200. As you can see, the difference from the previous one, and this one is different from the one that precedes it, and this one is different from the one that precedes it. So this is how you can draw a rectangle on your image. And of course, the color can be different. Here you can say instead of 6, I'm going to say 90 and then 200 and then 90. And see, the color will be different. Now the color is different. And this is useful if you want to hide something from an image. You can just draw a rectangle and hide that, maybe a text or a part of a photo or anything else you want to hide.